This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. Well, I would have to say the code has been cracked. I used to wonder how Birdman and Young Thug still were friends after Nut, who was killed. Okay, so this whole Rico case, they're trying to link Young Thug to the 2015 slaying of Nut. Okay, was it 2014 or 15? Somewhere in there. Okay. Rich homie Quan and Young Thug were friends. Obviously, we know that. They made great music together. Then, he was signed to, I think it's a game, TIG, right? And so was YFN Lucci. He was coming up during that time, and he was best friends with Nut, right? Birdman was best friends with Nut. Allegedly, around that time, I remember this rumor that Young Thug or someone affiliated with Young Thug, Nut died, right? And, someone around Young Thug's camp or, something connected, right, with Young Thug, Nut passed, right? I always wondered after that. I was like, geez, Birdman's still cool with Young Thug. Like, he doesn't care. But that's when you saw YFN Lucci and Young Thug go at it over Nut. And it was never clear. It got lost in translation. Like, YFN Lucci allegedly messed with one of Young Thug's girls. Was it Carly or whatever? So whatever her name is. And it got lost in that kind of translation. Now, they were going so hard at each other that someone from Young Thug's camp spray painted Nut's grave. That's how disrespectful it got. Now that Rich Homie Quan is coming back on the scene around the time where Young Thug was hit with a RICO, YFN Lucci's in jail for RICO, right? And other stuff. They spray painted Slat on the grave, right? It makes sense now. And this all kind of connected because Academics recently interviewed Rich Homie Quan, and I was watching it, and then I was thinking like, oh my gosh, I forgot about that. I forgot that YFN Lucci was signed to TIG during that time. Because they didn't work together that much. They didn't rep the label because at that time Rich Homie Quan left, kind of fell back from the label so hard because he didn't want to be in the middle of this feud where these guys are trying to take each other out. Rich Homie Quan was like, "Whoa, I'm in music business to get out the streets, right?" He's from Cleveland Ave, Young Thug's from Cleveland Ave, around that area. And I'm here to get away from the streets. These guys are bringing the streets into this. Waka Flocka said it best. There's nothing dangerous in the rap business, but when you bring the streets into the rap business, that's when it gets dangerous. Rich Homie Quan was like, "Yo, I'm out of this, man, because I can't still be friends with Young Thug, and then these guys, my label is beefing with Young Thug, the YFN Lucci and them. I'm gonna look crazy at that point." And I'm going to be look crazy if I'm friends with Young Thug and then also over here at the label. I'm right in the smack dab in the middle of a mess. This is why Rich Homie Quan disappeared. He did, and understandably, because he could have been in the middle of a huge mess. And he would have been slain, an innocent person slain. So I think he really luckily he made enough money to hold on until now. Both these guys are locked up. He's free to do whatever right now, and he's coming back hard. So because of all that, that's why he fell back. It was all over Nut. Birdman, got to question his morals and principles. He was best friends with Nut, too. And he got slain. And I guess he just says it's part of the streets. I'm still friends with Young Thug. How was he able to be friends? No, it's because it's Birdman. Friends with Young Thug. Yeah, everything. But Rich Homie Quan, it was because of the YFN Lucci and Young Thug beef that he kind of had to fall back from the whole situation. That's why Young Thug... Why does Young Thug hate Nut so much, though? Because he takes that personally, and he hates YFN Lucci so much because of that connection, Hates him so much that he took it out on Rich Homie Quan. We're like, yo, you didn't ride with us. He felt offended by that. If Rich Homie Quan had left TIG and got down with Young Thug and then built the YSL label together, he would have been RICO'd right now. Think about that. Life is mysterious that way. Rich Homie Quan knew enough to be like, I can't. Like, I don't want to go that route. That's not what I don't want to be in street hip hop business. I want to be in rap business, not involving the streets. Very interesting. This is why Young Thug got so mad when Gucci Mane suggested that he paid $1 million for you guys to work together, not knowing how deep everything was because Gucci was in jail during that time. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Peace.